Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. Maybe it is your experience, and that's why it made you search for something else. That one cannot find any freedom in this world. Let it be sensual, sexual, emotional, or ideological. Because the nature of what is created anyway goes on changing. So one is always left or in pleasure or in misery, at least is left when it is challenging in chaos, doesn't know what is what. So that search is a great gift in life, because it will bring you at once or after years, who cares here, to a place which you cannot call a place, but where you find is the fundamental, it is a substratum that you cannot touch, otherwise it will be in the realm of changes too. And so when that is so precious, because whatever happens, which goes on changing, which will appear and disappear, will make you always, will leave you always there, which doesn't depend on time and circumstances. So that's what one say, that's what you really are, that's what nobody can own, and yet it's always there. And you don't search for it because you realized that's it. So where you are left, whatever circumstances are there, where you are left, nothing ever happened. You are not in a sensual, emotional, or conceptual field. That's very precious. So, I suggest urgently that you realize yourself, which is always there, but for some reason one still follows as if it was trustable movements of the mind. That's it. So, anything you want to say? So what we call freedom, just to continue, it will not be found in the life, in the personal life. Something? What do you say? It's, I would say, it is a blissful despair. Indication of blissful natural despair. Isn't it great?
She took only find that it's per UG. But it's...
There was something there,
Yes.
but not fully. You have all a smile on your face. That's great. That's great. Feel free to express.
I see.
Oof.
I know it is the movie where I can,
Yeah.
and many times I can do like that, or be like
Yeah.
this. And then there are circumstances that so much fear comes up that I forget. And it has to do with when I feel the pain of instances or something that I not can. Then comes the fear.
And then it goes.
Yeah.
So where is it important? It is in the event, or it is where you are left when it goes?
That's the event, of course.
No.
When the fear is there.
Yeah, but that is the trouble.
Yeah.
The most important is where you are left
Yeah.
when it goes. Because then you see that you have always been there. Hmm? You know, I would call that a natural detachment. Means you are detached when you have the luck to not to search for yourself. Means when you are yourself. So reactions are as they are, can be expressed also in extreme attachments and whatever, but where you are left shows that you never left that place. I'm sorry, I have to speak paradoxally. It's like that. Hi.
To me it looks like so far that I was always left in circumstances.
Yeah, maybe not just now. It's a wonderful insight. Right. We pass our life lost in circumstances. I agree. But once you see it, you see. The worm is in the apple. Normally the apple is in the worm, but it's okay. Huh? If one could describe that moment, you see, one can say, one vomited the past, even for a split second. That's how this can be seen. And whatever happens, you see, it goes on changing, you will see that you are always left here. There is nothing else to go. You can't. This is it. This is what will always remain with you. You should not care about the time. Who cares? I spent that much time, trouble, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Of course, that you say after the time, if you start to analyze things and all, but it's all illusory anyway. So it's not about being better in time. Just be sure. Be sure that you have not to search for who you are. Yes, because it's there. Giusto? Blank. Oh, good.
Hi, Ganga.
Hi.
I hope that I can explain everything that you understand me.
Yeah.
So, sometimes, like now, I see passing clouds, like thoughts and so on, and I do anything, but there is something that I just feel myself.
Just what?
That I just feel myself, and it remembers me, when the mind comes, it remembers me. So when I felt in the childhood sometimes, and so it's so natural. But when I observe this, I mean, it's all analyzing, like my mind likes it, then there is an I. The I is then in there, that it's just I.
Mm.
And sometimes this I is gone, and you said also that the I is okay, but the I is not okay.
No. I is very okay. No, that's, I just. No, I didn't say that, but
No, I see the I
it's okay.
alone is
Yeah,
okay.
I alone.
But,
But
I,
Ramana called it I. There is nothing wrong with that. Instead of telling I alone, he said I.
okay.
But it's okay.
Yeah. But my question is this what I explained before, is this still something too much? But again, everything is in the mind maybe again, but I don't know, because if I just stay there, but there is nobody who stays there in reality, it's just, and I feel good, and but it's not really a feeling, it's just, that I myself, and I know the relationship is now shit, and with the kids it's also shit. With the business it's at the moment okay.
My goodness, we will not send that to them.
No, but I mean it's just like this at the moment, and really a lot of confusion. But
Listen,
I have not no, so I'm not afraid, and it's just, and I don't know how it will develop. I know I love my wife, my kids, and all, and but I don't know what.
Listen, nobody knows the future, huh?
Yes.
Okay, and those who pretend, okay, but nobody knows, huh? Okay, so, and as I said in the beginning, real happiness will always be temporary, isn't it? So it doesn't mean it's never there. It comes and goes, okay. So it's not there that one will finally be at peace or really happy in a way. What you described as I feel okay, I could understand that. It's not even that, but to express, you have no other words. Yeah? I indicated that, exactly that. You see, when you don't transport anything with you, how long as you thought you were, can remain. It looks even disappearing. So, wherever you are left, that is always there. And that's why when something leaves you, you are left there. Unless through habit you grasp so quickly something else, then you are not aware of that.
Yes.
So there was a question? No, I just think I understood what you said. So the rest, which control you have on it? Nothing, isn't
Nothing,
it?
nothing.
So the most precious is to, one can see, is at least to know that you have not to search the real thing, because you are it. What else? What else is left?
At the moment it's just...
So I understood you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, but at the moment just to have no control is so freeing.
Not to have
Feels
what?
so, it's so freezing?
Yeah, what? Not freezing, no.
No.
Freeing.
Freeing, yeah.
Yeah.
To have no control.
Oh.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Even if you try to have control, you have no control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just once again, maybe this is not in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this what I describe? Is this too much? Because it feels just the I, but because I don't want to place myself there, or I don't have to place. It's just then there, and.
But it's too much, because if you listen the mind and analyze afterwards, it brings doubts. You see, so know that it's not. The mind will not help you here. This is it. Otherwise, it would not be there. I mean.
Thank you. And much love and greets from my wife.
Only the mind doubts. Only the mind, you see. This need of describing is because you don't want to be fooled and so on, I guess.
Fooled?
Fooled
yeah.
by your own
Sure.
as an experiencer.
Yeah.
But don't have it. It had a meaning. It was a tool, but don't make it a habit. Don't be attached to this habit to doubt about everything. It will be relieving you from the mind.
The doubt was really happy.
And analyzing also, you see, it was a habit of the mind to own. And also it has this defect that it fixes things by describing. And so, of course, it's a distorted vision again. So you don't depend on the mind about this. When it's there, that's all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. The kiss will go to her now.
I would like to clarify what you said about this enlightenment or the last satsang. If I have understand, when you have something and you don't land, it's not become an experience. Is it this?
I could say yes, but if you don't land, then you are freed from landing.
Yeah. So that's it.
Honor that. You cannot control or expect that there is no platform showing up. And when I say showing up, it's not only like a little cloud passing by. Sometimes it is really in the body-mind, boom, boom, and you see. But once you wake up by your own wisdom, don't land anywhere. What happened? That's it. Yeah. Because generally when you have not searched yourself, that you don't know, you are not yet quite about the search, when something disappears, you hook immediately at something else because the fear to be nowhere or something like that is there, you see. Now, when the search is gone, that fear is gone. So that's why it's so precious.
It's like an evidence without feeling, without senses.
You can say so, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Hi there.
Hi.
Could you say a little bit more about not finding freedom in this life? What you meant by that?
Yes, you can find moments of freedom, but it will be temporary. I was just wanting to show more the nature of whatever we experience in this life. Is it enough? Yeah. And also, the things of the life need necessarily a subject, you see, an experiencer, for example. And in the end, the experiencer, whatever he lives, even if he accomplishes his wishes, is always left because it goes on changing or it disappears, whatever he accomplishes. So he's just left with the same puzzled question, but what's all this, who am I, whatever, you see, or unsatisfaction, depends on whom, but it can be that way. And there only one could see, it is the fact to limit oneself to the experiencer that is the trouble. It's not so much the experiences, it's about the experiencer. And that's how this question has been given as a good tool to question the experiencer. Who am I? In fact, who am I? And the answer will not be in the same realm as the questions. The answer will be where you are left when the question disappears. Because you see, if you question an object, for example, I've been happy because I got something, a dog. The dog disappears, so it's no more there. But you are left, I am unhappy. The contrary, I was happy, now I am unhappy, and nothing has been questioned actually. So you will buy another dog and all that, but if you question, oh, I'm unhappy, nothing has changed, then, you see, then it means something to question, but who is not happy? Yeah, I know, many examples. It's a mix of African, Belgian, Hungarian logic. Yes.
So the circumstances.
Sorry?
The circumstances.
I didn't understand.
Circumstances.
Ah,
The circumstances.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Circumstances of the mind, of this body mind, are not so good at the moment. Yeah, because I said with my wife. And
Yeah, but you prefer to go there or you prefer to be quiet a moment in
I prefer
satsang?
to go quiet.
Okay, circumstances.
No, what I wanted to say is that, and I see this belongs to the person, and so, but if I'm just there, maybe what I am, what I explained before, so then it seems like it's really unpersonal. So. But
No, what is unpersonal is not the circumstances. It's always personal circumstances.
the circumstances.
What is unpersonal is where you are left.
Yes.
And you don't take care.
Yes.
Okay.
But if I go in, maybe or listen to the mind and so, and then it feels really shit.
Because it's I and the personal life.
Yeah.
And now it's shit, but after it will be unshit.
Yeah. So I prefer stay what I am and so on.
I can understand that.
So it's not an escape.
Don't worry, it will come back, the circumstances. Escape. What escape? You cannot control if the circumstance comes back or not. So, what escape?
No, I mean the circumstances are still present, but it doesn't affect me, or it doesn't affect. I'm just here, and the person. Yeah, it's really not cool if I go in, and so what is? Yeah. I talk too much.
No. But you see, it's good you talk, because then one also can see how quickly one likes to go to the mind. This is the thing also. You cannot avoid to go to the mind as long as this body is alive. Sure. But one has always been jumping in the mind. Then because of the search, okay, we arrive here, where I can be totally freed from circumstances, at least a split second, who cares? What I wanted to say. Yeah, but that split second also, you see, maybe some love will be developed to finally see it's maybe more precious to just allow a naked moment to myself whenever. Because one also develops a kind of, if there is too much trouble, too much samsara, when he knows who he is, he's also developing a kind of, oh, it's enough, you know. It's enough. I don't need this. So allow also your love for that, to the value you give to that, to speak, to just show up.
To speak, to show up.
I mean, words
Am I
are
to
not
speak here,
excellent,
to speak
but
here or where?
no, in yourself.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Hmm.
Allow the time to have breaks.
Yeah.
Then what else? I don't know to say otherwise. But not, I have a break with a leash with the time. No, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
With all.
Then you see things as they are. Huh?
Yeah. Hmm.
Like, oh, I have a break, but I will come back to this bloody wife. That's the leash. That's the leash. Okay, no leash.
No leash, but on the surfboard I really need the leash.
In the what?
On the surfboard I need the leash because it's my life leash. Yeah, I see there is one little leash, but I don't know.
Even an invisible leash is too much.
Yeah, yeah.
Aha!
So I just have a curiosity question. One who is not bound by the mind.
Attends, one?
One who is not bound by the mind anymore. One who is free.
No, I would not say so. When you don't make a difference between mind and yourself, you are free.
Yes. So I spoke. Yeah. So that. Will that person still have relationship problems?
As this life is not only paradise, yes. Well. Papaji was telling, where there is two, there is a risk of, of samsara. So